Hey, it's Jollins here with another Geek Pride review. Today we're taking a look at The Walking Dead: A New Frontier. Now, I'm no amateur when it comes to The Walking Dead. I've seen just about all there is to see and played every game based on the series I've come across. Not to mention spending many nights reading the comics, so naturally I was excited at the prospect of another game from Telltale based on the iconic series. While it's my held opinion that recent titles from Telltale have not been amazing, I must admit I went into this game with some degree of worry. Luckily, I had nothing to worry about. The Walking Dead: A New Frontier starts where it all began, bringing this story to when the infection started to spread. You are confronted with a new family and what looks like a deadbeat son racing to his dad's deathbed. This is where it all starts to descend into chaos. I won't spoil anything, but I think it's pretty obvious what's going to happen next. We are then thrust several years into the future, sometime after Clementine leaves us in The Walking Dead Season 2. With what's left of the family in tow, you set out on your long journey of survival, with the Horde fresh on your tail. It's a nice change of pace to get to know new characters and not having the pre-existing relationships with half the cast, and having to worry that every corner could be their last. Getting to know these characters and forging new relationships depending on your actions is something I found lacking of late. The Walking Dead: A New Frontier does this very well to start with, and I find this is most likely due to not having to start the game with an already loaded set of consequences, i.e. who died, who ran, who's likely to be where, who likes who, etc. This freedom is evident from the start, with the relationships being forged between the two adults in the cast, open from anything from hatred to a loving relationship. Naturally, this freedom gives rise to a real connection to the characters, and what becomes of them matters so much more. Season 2 for me felt a little too much like the first one in terms of how it was put together, the mechanics and the gameplay, as well as the facial expressions. Although the story aspects were pleasing, it just didn't feel that real when Clementine goes to smile and looks like she's sucking on a lemon. The Walking Dead: A New Frontier really steps to the plate, however, with far more complex facial expressions to more accurately display emotions. It doesn't just stop there, however, as they seem to have done equally as well on character movement as well as combat. Overall, the game is polished and really seems like a new start in many ways. After playing through the first episode, which took roughly an hour and a half, I was excited to play more. The game was well paced from start to finish, was surprising and showed many elements of The Walking Dead's world which previously were unseen, and very much shifted the focus that has been on the cast in previous games. The game did a good job of affirming the dangers of the dead, but also showing that they're merely a secondary issue and the real dangers lie in the unknown. I felt the game took all the best aspects of the comic, the TV show, and condensed them down in its own way, which works great for this format. I hope you enjoyed this review. Hit like and subscribe and stay tuned for more Geek Pride reviews.